Okay. Now the nightmare story. Chocolate story number 6. I named it 6 because 666 is of the devil. Oh my. Okay. So, this is a Valentine's Day story, everybody. But it was not something that I did personally. It's not something that I did personally. So this. Oh, let me turn off the music for this one. This one is Story number 6 shall be done completely in an ASMR-like state because it needs to be emphasized just how batshit insane some of the events that followed were. But I assure you that everything is 100% based off an actual true story, and these things did happen. But we will change the names of certain involved people for the sake of their privacy. In terms of the Bible, we will refer to as male party A as Adam, and the female party in question as Eve. So, Valentine's Day, a day of romance, a day of love, a day for exciting things to happen in various relationships, and the perfect excuse for dumb college kids to experiment and believe that they are capable of good decision making, and they're not. So, Adam wanted to, in his infinite wisdom, wanted to have a threesome-like experience, but he didn't want an actual second member, actual another lover in the party. What he suggested instead was that they get a mold of his to be made. Eve, in her infinite wisdom, thought that could be a lot of fun, and agreed. I, an unrelated third party, was involved simply because they had some issues with the actual crafting, and being the only person that they knew with any sort of hands-on skills. Apparently, either that or they thought that I could be up for it, and I don't know why that they thought I'd be up for it, decided to not quite as much hire me so much as they bought me dinner and requested that I help. And I was like, fuck it, I'm down. This sounds crazy enough that it might be interesting. I wasn't ready for what was about to happen. So, first off, the mold making process was the initial difficulty. Why wouldn't they just get a regular toy? That's what I asked them. And Adam insisted that it should 100% be based entirely off of him if it's going inside his woman. Eve apparently agreed. And so that was that. There was no room for argument. I don't know if they were doing it wrong or if it was something else, but they had a couple issues with getting the initial mold. The first mold, apparently he simply was not erect enough, right? I think it's something wrong with Twitch because I gave 180 bits and I see the money that's spent, but I don't understand. Well, regardless, Kuba, thank you for the bits. It's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry that it didn't show up on stream, but here I am acknowledging it. I also don't see it in the activity feed, but I believe you. No worries. Twitch is a little strange sometimes. Twitch works in mysterious ways. So, they had to purchase the same mold 3 separate times because the second time, when apparently she stuck her finger to tickle the prostato, but they ended up just getting randy and getting into it and just completely forgot about the mold. So the third time, I had to be in the room to make sure that they did it right. I read out the instructions, had to see Adam's which I didn't really care to see because Adam was a bit of a friend, but I wasn't close enough with him in that regards to want to see that. So I was forced to see unspeakable horrors. Because let's be honest, every penis looks a little weird. We all love them, We all love to mess with them, but every one of them looks weird. That is just the unequivocal truth. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's just the way the human body works. And that's fine. Um, prostate the bueno pizza pizza Italian. Junie. Oh no. Oh no. Welcome back, Junie. We're in a bit of a story time. Um, there's a certain chocolate story that what a time to come back to that I'm being forced to explain. But welcome back. I hope you enjoy the ride. So Adam and Eve, the people in question that we changed the name of. Oh God, I'm scared. Maybe you should be just a little bit. So remember, because these two wanted to spice up their Junie, you definitely really do come in at the worst times. Um, because these two wanted to spice up their relationship, they wanted to experiment with toys, but insisted that the toy in question has to be made of Adam's ha ha ha. Um, um, and because these two were stupid enough that I had to step in for the third attempt, that I had to facilitate and make sure that that Adam was, hard enough that the mold would set properly, make sure that they waited long enough, and watch as how uncomfortable he was as the not super hot. I did feel it, but it definitely to a sensitive organ would have been way too hot. This wax would have been way too hot. And then after it cooled, after waiting for it to cool, then we had to make sure that he was no longer hard enough that it would deflate is the best word. Deflate enough that he could pull out. And then afterwards, we had the mold. We finally had the mold after, this was like a week before Valentine's. So this was like 3 days before Valentine's Day itself. And today your stream will be short, right? Like 2 to 3 hours? I don't know. I was thinking after I'm done with Genshin, I'd try out Valorant, because I went through the tutorial and just that. But I keep seeing all my other streamer friends playing Valorant, and I feel left out. And I want to be involved. I want to be involved. I want to play too. So yeah. Uh, um, so we got the mold. Is Valorant free to play? I think so. Yes. We got the mold, and then they start debating on what to make it with, and I'm like, what do you mean what to make it with? What are you talking about? We have the materials. You just have to mix together water and this powder, and it'll form like an elastic substance that we fill the mold with. And Eve says, no, no, no. This is going to be for Valentine's Day, so clearly it has to be made with chocolate. Bitch, what? Adam nods. Mm-hmm. Of course, you're right. That totally makes sense. Bitch, what? I sat there in the room staring at this couple, this buck couple, and I told them, this is not going to end well. You guys understand this, right? That is, look, your anal cavity is part of your large intestine, all right? It has a wide surface area and will absorb substances. The reason that your fecal matter comes out, usually dry, and just and kind of just slimy at the most, is because it absorbs a lot of your own a lot of the water back into the system. That's how the body works. I was a bio major. My actual major was human physiology, reflexology, and behavior. So I know the anatomy pretty well, right? So I'm trying to explain to these guys, because one's a liberal arts major, of course, and the other is a contemporary music major. Yep, absolutely. When you kiss someone, you create temporary tunnel between your butthole and theirs. I don't think that's how it works, Junie. If that's how it works for you, please explain what kind of alien creature you are. So I keep explaining to them, this is a terrible, terrible idea. They insist, no, 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 this is a brilliant idea. And I tell them, okay, well, I can't be in the room if you guys are going to do this. Good luck. And then as I turn to leave, Adam and Eve both grab me by the shoulder. And I hear you're already in it for the long haul. And I just sighed to myself, thinking, oh God, what have I gotten myself into? This was a mistake. This was definitely a mistake. Um, you know what the worst part is? The person who had to melt the chocolate, the person who had to use the mold, was me. You wanna know why? Neither of these two Bach couple could fucking cook. They didn't know how to cook, and they decided they did. I explained to them the method of melting chocolate, but I have seen Adam burn a pot while trying to boil water. Was the free meal at least good? They bought me a burger. It was a pretty good burger, but they bought me a burger. I realized then that this was indeed my mistake. They didn't know how to melt chocolate. No, I explained it to them, but once again, Adam has burned pots trying to boil water, and Eve's idea of cooking is chopping up lettuce into salad. And she doesn't, and I had to explain to her that you still have to wash those leaves. You got to wash it. She just chopped it up and just ate it raw. It wasn't that she was a gross person. She was very clean and cleanly, but she could not handle her own food. She was raised in like a household that where I think they had a maid. She was very affluent. You'd be surprised at how many people who don't wash them. Yes, exactly. She was very affluent. So she just had no worldly knowledge about how to survive in college. It was also I think her first year of living alone, and even then, every once in a while, their family cook would stop by. She had a family cook, like what the fuck, and they would stop by, and just cook a bunch of things in bulk, put them in like Tupperwares, and put post-its on them saying like when they'd be going bad by. So you just microwave it, and you can just eat it. That's how Eve, this crazy rich bitch, lived. Okay, putting that kind of backstory to the side. I've seen both of these guys screw up cup ramen. I've seen it. The water wasn't boiled enough, or the water was overboiled, and then they just left it in there for too long. It became soggy. I've never seen anybody that could not cook as much as this pair. They were truly made for each other. So yeah, I had to make. They wanted extras in case they broke, and I'm like, dude, if it breaks, please go to a hospital. Please. They're like, don't worry, we'll just shit it out. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear that. But okay. So they wanted spares in case of an accident. So I had to make 3 of these motherfuckers. The first one came out a little lumpy because I could not take it seriously. But my OCD kind of took over, and the other 2 came out fine. And then Eve insisted on a taste test for some reason, and I don't want to know why. So they ate one of the chococks. They ate one of the chococks together. So I watched them. I watched them eat this, and I just sat there like, what the fuck am I looking at? What am I actually looking at? This is a thing that happened in my life. Like why? But why though? And you know what the worst part was? This was good fucking chocolate. The leftovers she gave to me, and is what I actually used to make a certain chocolate syrup that you guys have heard about earlier today, but Junie missed. So congratulations, Junie. You didn't have to live through that part of my shame story. So this story has got full circle now. But so if this story 6 out of 7, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I would learn later that both of them somehow got no, they're not ranked on arbitrary numbers. The 6th one is of the devil, and that's why it's 6. That's the only reason. I'll redeem it, don't tempt me. Oh no. So both of them had to go to the hospital because both of them got one of these chalk cocks stuck up their ass. And welcome to my TED Talk, everybody. That was chocolate story number 6. There is no arbitrary rankings on how crazy or how stupid these are based off the numbers. It's just random stories that I've just categorized numerically because why not? So yeah, I hope that was worth it. I hope that was worth your channel points. Oh no. So this is tomorrow's shitpost video. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want. I don't know about that. I don't know. Very worth it. I'll consider it. But I don't know.